We got another project, and it's gonna be a doozy. Stay tuned. Has something to do with that. Well, it's been a little while. It's been probably a month since we've recorded anything, and we wanted to share, of course, a project that we're doing while we're stationary. And this has to do with our dinette. Well, this is generally the place that I sit most of the time when I'm in the camper. I will do my computer work here. I use this table. Gary tends to stay on the recliners, but you know, we've got our own places. The challenge with this dinette area is that the cushions are losing its thickness. I had replaced these once several years ago. I think it was in 2021 maybe. So put more dense foam in here on the bottom, and that really did work really well. I think our couch has done a pretty decent job considering the amount of use it has gotten over the years. So this is a 2018 Host Cascade. So 7 years on this couch and heavy usage on 5 of those years. I mean, this is typical for most of these couches, you know, some slowly ripping stuff. It's not ripped fully yet. It's got wear. Yeah, that one's pretty much worn through. You can see I sat a lot here. So it's not horrible, but on my butt, it kind of is. I've been actually using additional pillows here to kind of give my tush some extra cushion. So I'm looking forward and hoping that this Jacknife sofa from RecPro will work. By the way, this is not sponsored. So, but we do like RecPro stuff because we have our recliners from RecPro. We have our stove from RecPro. And, you know, we've got a good running there, so why not try again? So in preparation, I'm going to take the table down and get the cushions out of here. And hopefully I will get that done before the truck comes with the couch. And underneath our dinette, we have a diesel heater here. This is the area for our black tank on the outside. We actually have our black tank underneath here and a lot of hoses. So this will be the fun part here that we're going to attempt to remove. But obviously we have a lot of wiring to deal with. This area below here is where all the wires are coming up from the basement. So we'll have to have still an area to conceal that, but hopefully it won't be as big as this area, and then we can just walk over it, because the idea is to have a more just normal straight couch here with a little bump to deal with all of the wiring stuff. One thing to be aware of if you're thinking of doing this in your own rig is the weight. So our couch, as you saw, was only a bunch of cushions and a little bit of plywood under that larger cushion. This new RecPro Jacknife sofa, this is a 68-inch version, is almost 200 pounds. So we're definitely adding more weight to our rig, which is actually pretty typical with most of the stuff that we do. Onesie-twosie things do actually add up, so it is good to weigh your rig at some point. We'll probably be doing that at some point here again, just to see where we're at. And so it begins, the disassembly of the dinette. The plan is simple. Just remove the small part of the L in the L-shaped dinette. A few tools and some patience, then everything will magically come off. I, of course, am here for moral support, as well as to document all the stuff that breaks. Okay. Yeah, it definitely looks weird. It's going to feel like so much more space because of that piece of wood there that we're going to cut down, right? Not have that thing hanging out. I think that'll be good. All right, I think we've got the area kind of prepped. And come to look at the box. There we go. It's a lot flatter than expected. This is from RecPro. Oh, it doesn't say on it. I thought it did.
It does on the other side.
Oh, okay.
You kicked the wrong one.
I kicked the wrong one. Oh, no, it doesn't even.
Yeah,
oh, there it
does.
is. Okay, yeah. We are definitely liking our RecPro furniture, so much so that we decided to replace our side
Dinette Cushions. The
Dinette
cheap
cushions.
cushions.
Yes. So hopefully this will be a little comfier. And the obvious question is, can it fit in a truck camper? The door sizes are very thin, so getting furniture in there is always a challenge. Our door is quite small, but I think we're going to be just fine with it being so flat. It's not as heavy as I thought it was going to be.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it's pretty reasonable. I think the more challenging part will be getting it all mounted in there. All right. Hold on, let me lift my part up a little higher. Whoa.
Hey,
Or not.
Let me get out of there.
Okay, I'll let you grab this side. And then I'll grab the other side.
We work great as a team. We're just like two people backing up a trailer. One yells
Got it?
directions, and the other pretends to listen, and somehow it works.
Hang on. Caught on that piece of wood.
Okay.
There.
All right, so now we gotta lift that up.
This is our new Jacknife sofa. It's supposed to fold up into a couch. Supposed to.
I'm not sure how that works.
We pushed. We pulled. Nothing happened.
You see.
Oh yeah, that would work.
At one point, we considered calling RecPro, or perhaps someone from Circus Soleil.
And then lift up. 'Cause it's gotta
Eventually, we had to do the unthinkable.
we probably should have read something.
Yeah. Probably should have.
Silly us.
Directions are always a good way to go.
Ooh.
Okay. Well, it's there now.
Well, I have no idea what we did, but that'll work. All right, so we knew this was going to be coming out quite a bit more than, oh, let me get you off here. Give me a second. Ugh. There we go. I don't think we was thinking it was going to be that far out. So let me show you what I mean. So it is still within the slide, so that's a good thing. But we're going to need to do some additional supporting. Maybe we can just leave this since that's far out. Obviously, we're going to need to do something with our table since that will not work well.
Whatever you're talking about.
I think I would like to scooch it to one side so we can maybe I can put something small
Okay.
for, you know.
Now you're going to rub on the wall if you use the jackknife portion of this.
Okay, so we'll have to scooch it out a little bit.
Yep.
Well, we're going to need a few moments to figure out what our next steps are going to be. Literally.
You got 15 sitting on the main base.
We're on a road trip.
Yay.
And with any good RV project, we started out with a vision and the first of 26 visits to Home Depot. This is where our sofa platform will come to life. It is also the same location where our RV upgrade budget will die. As we stroll the aisles and pick up materials, we continue to refine our plan before the battle begins.
Oh, jeez. Thank you.
We are now successfully armed with both $170 worth of wood and blind optimism. But will our new plan work? Will we cover all of those wires successfully? And more importantly, will we complete this project while keeping all of our fingers?
All right, got enough to be dangerous. And one project that we ended up doing back in North Carolina that I never shared with you was that we updated our dinette. Let me show you. I wanted to get a different couch. I ended up going with the RecPro Jacknife couch, and that seemed to work pretty well, but it was not an easy solution like most things in truck campers. I had to extend this base here in order to make things work well, and because this was so much higher than the other couch, I ended up having to build a little step for me to get up there. But of course, me wanting extra storage, I ended up creating just a little area for stuff that is all of the wiring plus an extension cord. But that's kind of how we ended up covering things. This was the step. This step was measured for me since I tend to sit here pretty much all the time. And it is great. It is really comfortable. And let me show you how this comes out too, which is neat. All right, so this is our regular table. We would just typically take this off, which is not that big of a deal. Take this piece off. We did have to create this base here because we couldn't leave the regular table flush back here, so we ended up creating quite a bit of a weird thing there, but this does jackknife open, which I have crap underneath there. I'll show you that in a minute too, and kind of sets into a little bit of a bed. I will say that I was able to use this after Gary's surgery, which was really nice. He was just having a hard time moving around a lot in bed, and it was keeping me up. So I was able to sleep here very comfortably. And again, I'm 5'6", so I have a ton of room here. I think you can do angled for those that are a little bit taller than me, but it was pretty comfortable. I also, again, have some additional storage in here. And one of those things I think I mentioned last time is I'm getting really into milling my wheat. So I've been buying wheat from Janie's Mill, which is local, and shoving it in here because I don't have other room in the kitchen. But this comes up pretty easily. Just I'm short. Up there. And back to normal. I am able to, which is kind of cool, to keep a few things right back here as well. Like this is my shade that I can put up. So it's kind of nice to have that back there as an additional like vertical storage space.
Thanks for stopping by, and we hope to share our future travels in a few weeks. We are getting so close.